Up, buddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 266. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba Kitty somewhere around here, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, which is where we're doing our anime content from now on. Oh, Kitty. Because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and the manga side by side, as well as have audio, which has been really helpful for figuring out if the localization is botched. But unless we get more subscribers for the Patreon, we won't be able to cover the stacked anime season that's coming this fall. And there's a lot I'd like to cover, but I am covering Bleach, period. That is not changing. Right, Kitty? That's not changing. So make sure you check out the Patreon. The link's in the description box below. So, but, this chapter is going to be everything, because we are starting off with, well, besides the fact that Kitty is here. Say hi, Kitty. Besides the fact that Kitty is here, we are starting off with Itadori talking to Megumi. This is finally happening. It is something we have been waiting for an eternity. Right, Kitty? But anyways, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us today. Itadori's all ears inside Fushiguro's soul. That's enough. And this chapter is titled "The Decisive Battle in the Uninhabited Demon-Infested Shinjuku," Part 37. I wanted to create a world where Sumiki wouldn't have to suffer needlessly, or at the very least, I wanted to preserve our fragile life as much as I possibly could. I'm not going to lie, this really does make me think of Zeldaris. If you are a Forkoa fan, Forkoa / Nanatsu no Taizai reader, please tell me if I'm wrong, because this really does feel like that. And I was kind of hoping this would be going in kind of like a Zeldaris direction. Fuck, I've been theorizing that this was going to go in a Zeldaris direction for how long now? But let's take a look at this. The author notes here. Sukuna could have become the, let's see. Sushi's saw my guy on page 4 had I put an onomatopoeia. What? Why are you doing this, man? Kitty, I know you want to play fetch, but you gotta wait. Just a little bit longer, cat. Eating home-cooked meals, watching sunbeams fall into our hanging laundry, seeing her off as she walked beside someone like you, Itadori, that would have been true happiness to me. But I've had enough. Early on, when my grandpa first got sick with lung cancer, he was offered a rough treatment that would have come with some strong side effects. He turned it down. Maybe he thought his body was strong enough even without the treatment. Even so, every so often I'd hear about euthanasia, but that didn't seem right. It felt like someone else's choice. Deep down, I'd always felt distant, unrelated. I figured it must suck for them, but I'd be fine. Let's read this again here. Early on, when my grandpa first got sick with lung cancer, he was offered a rough treatment that would have come with some strong side effects. He turned it down. Maybe he thought his body was strong enough even without the treatment. Every so often, I'd hear about euthanasia, but that didn't seem right. It felt like someone else's choice. Deep down, I'd always felt distant, unrelated. I figured it must suck for them, but I'd be fine. This is a very interesting point. And you know what? Itadori, I'm hoping this means that Itadori's gonna like kind of think about it from Megumi's perspective now, because I understand what he's talking about. Because his grandpa's got to make the choice for himself. If he wants to die, he'll want to die. Considering how old his grandpa was, like I could understand why he wouldn't want to do the treatments and everything like that. He's like, there's really no point. But anyways, ever since coming to Jujutsu High, I've been flooded with all these awful thoughts. And when I think about this lasting forever, I find myself able to empathize with my grandpa or with anyone faced with a helpless situation. God, ain't that the truth? It's so true. I can totally understand this in particular. Not just, if you've been around someone, that has had cancer, had to take care of someone that has had cancer. But hell, look at my situation before Brian died. Because he was dealing with, for those of you that don't know, my late significant other had fibromyalgia, which is the worst thing in the world. Because basically it's uncontrollable nerve pain. So he would get, so think about it. It's pain throughout your entire body and you can't control it. It is the worst thing in the world. Like I remember he had a double concussion, and this was when he was going to the hospital with one of his friends. And he had a double concussion, and it activated the neurons in his brain that, for his fibromyalgia, and it caused his joints to lock up. And you just gotta imagine how awful it is to be in that situation. And in terms of being helpless is what I mean. Like, imagine just being trapped in your own body like that. Hell, I'm at war with myself every freaking day. I have multiple mental illnesses. I'm at war with myself, with my own body, with my own mind. It's not fun. It's really not fun. Luckily, there's medication for that. And it took, what? That's right, Kitty. It took over a decade. So I started this whole journey when I was like, what, 13 or 14? Yeah, it took over a decade. It took like almost 15 years to find the right concoction. But yeah, I totally understand. Hell, another great example, besides mental illness, obviously, is watching one of your family members suffer from not just cancer, dementia is probably got to be the worst. That's the worst, is watching someone you care about, like, forget who they are, forget their family. That's the worst. God. Oh, cancer is bad. Don't get me wrong. Cancer is horrible. It's horrible to watch someone, suffer through cancer. It's horrible to watch someone suffer through chronic pain. But it's the worst. I think it might be the worst to watch your loved one go through dementia. Oh my God. It's horrible. But anyways, let me read God, that's what this is just making me think of. But let me know in the comments if this is kind of triggering that for you like it is for me. Ever since coming to Jujutsu High, I've been flooded with all these awful thoughts. And when I think about this lasting forever, I find myself able to empathize with my grandpa or with anyone faced with a helpless situation. That's why I can't tell you to keep living. Thank you! Thank you! Thank you, Gege! Thank you for this. I'm so happy that Itadori said this. Thank you. I know people are going to be so pissed about it. But what do you want him to do? There's no way that you can force Megumi, who has lost his will to live, to force him to live. There's no way you can. He's just too far gone. He is. Kind of like with what he said about his grandpa. His grandpa, in terms of cancer, for example. Cancer, like, chemo can only keep you around for so long. And his grandpa was, you know, was pretty old as it is, as fucked up as that sounds, was pretty old as it is. So, but anyways, oh my God. Like, I know people are going to be pissed, but I totally understand it. I totally get it, and I knew it was coming. I told you guys, I said that this was probably coming. I said to prepare for the worst, that this was either going to be a Zelda situation, or this could have been an Aki situation too. I'm still holding out that this could be an Aki situation. Well, yeah, you could make the argument that this is somewhat of an Aki situation in a way. I kind of, you know what? I'm going to go with that. It kind of is an Aki situation from Chainsaw Man, just in a different way. It's just being done in a different way. Executed in a different way. There we go. That's the right way to word it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. That's what this kind of gives me. Let's see. What, cat? Don't you think about knocking things over, kitty. Bad kitties. He wants me to play fetch with him. You can't wait for 5 minutes. Hollow wicker basket. Here we go. I'd use Gojo Satoru's method to reset a burnt out technique within a domain, but the risk is too great with the after effects of unlimited void persisting. However, in contrast to a domain where one actualizes a mental image, the output required for techniques like Hollow Wicker Basket or Symbol Domain is little. It allows the sorcerer to buy time until the hit unique technique imbued within a domain hits them, but eventually, without fail, they will be overpowered. Seno? Naughty kitty. However, Sukuna is able to supplement that output by maintaining the hand sign even after Hollow Wicker Basket's activation. This allows him to continue fighting without being overpowered within a domain. Ooh, the geese flying. Like, poor geese. Even though, let's be real, geese are complete assholes. These are geese, right? And not ducks? Yeah, these are geese. They're not Canadian geese are complete dickheads. Oh my God. I don't know if any of you have been in a fight with the Canadian geese. I know this is so random, but I can't help but think of my friend got chased around by Canadian geese. It was so funny. It's so fucked up, but it's funny. But yeah, that's what I think these are ducks more than geese. But God, kitty, get down from there, you bad cat. Bad kitty. Bad kitty. Woo. So no, I cannot wait for you to get your kitty tower. I know you're looking at me like, yeah, I want that kitty tower ready. Kitty, you need to stop it. You'll get your kitty tower soon. Just be quiet. Ooh, okay, now let's get back to this fight here. But, no, those are ducks. I don't know why I was thinking it was geese. Yeah, I was thinking it was geese because of the bell. Okay, yeah, those are geese. I second guess myself. It totally screws me up. The poor geese. Like, part of me feels bad for the geese, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't feel bad for them because geese are complete assholes. But hey, that's someone's meal over there. Maybe it's your meal, cat. Woo, this movement looks good. Oh my God, compared to what I had to deal with 2.5D Seductions movement, oh my God, seriously, go watch my live reaction on Patreon. You'll see. Oh my God, that is stiffer than a mofo. Same with Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest movement. Oh my God, that movement was so bad they turned Ignia, which was supposed to be a dragon, into a kaiju. Oh God, I needed this so bad. This is like butter. Ooh, cat, color me surprised. Who would have figured being looked down on would fill me with such ire? See, I told you! She patronized him! I told you it was patronizing! That being pitied would rouse such hate. I fucking told you! I think there was people in my comment section that said I was wrong. No! Itadori was being patronizing as hell. I was right. What fun it will be for every other human to reap the consequences of your actions. Again, I do not blame Sukuna for doing that. If I would be pissed off, just as mad. I would be just as pissed if someone patronized me like that, especially someone I shared a body with. That is just messed up. Just as messed up as my cat is right now, who's about to knock things over. Oh my god. I can't wait for his kitty tower to get here. And yes, as you can tell, I ordered him one. Hopefully Zeno is a better kitty now. Right, Zeno? What's with that face? It's just... Yes, I was right! This is an Aki... I was right! I said this was going to be an Aki situation. I was right, because it's Whittle Megumi. It's just, I'll be so lonely without you, Fushiguro. I was right! I called this! I said it was going to be one or two scenarios. That was going to be an Aki situation, or it was going to be a Zeldor situation. And I know mofos were hating, but this is an Aki situation. It is. And I am fine with it. My 10 Shadows technique stopped functioning after Mahoraga was destroyed. This has to be Fushiguro Megumi's. His soul was submerged in the bath, and yet the brat's dismantles breathe new life into it? Wait, his soul was submerged in the bath, and yet the brat's dismantles breathe new life into it? Ooh. Ooh, this fight looks good. Yeah, this is definitely Aki. This is definitely the Aki scenario. Oh, it definitely... Yeah, and I know you can make the argument that this is like a combo of Zeldorus and Aki. Yes, you could make that argument because he is, you know, fighting Sukuna. But I know you can make that argument because of how more coherent... the Demon King was an entity versus, like, the Gun Fiend that Aki was. So yeah, you can make the argument that this is a combo of both. But yeah, in terms of Megumi himself, though, yeah, Megumi is definitely pulling an Aki. Megumi is definitely an Aki situation. I'm not surprised by it. Again, I know the Megumi fans are pissed. But yeah, I'm not surprised by this. I'm not. Ooh. Ooh, right in the face. His strikes have an effect. I can't overcome with reverse curse technique. He'll take Hollow Wicker Basket and shatter it. Ooh, Sukuna's technique recovered? That's Gojo Sensei's. He reset his burnt down technique. Oh shit! Domain expansion. Oh shit! What does this finger mean? Next week, the decisive battle in Shinjuku reaches its climax. Oh, shit. Okay. So, there's the finger. But... Ooh. Ooh, did Itadori lose, like, 2 of his fingers? Oh, damn. And that's Sukuna's finger from... Is that from Itadori's body? But yeah, let's go back up real quick to, back up to this real quick. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I know people are going to be... I know Megumi fans are going to be pissed. But just looking at Megumi here, the Whittle Megumi, yeah, this is so Aki. This is Aki, 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 Aki. Oh, poor Aki. Or why say Aki? Poor Megumi. I was hoping that Toji was going to show up here too. But I guess not. But let's be real. I think people need to remember, those that are going to be pissy, This is supposed to be a throwback, if you will. Kind of like, I feel like throwback is the wrong wording. It's almost like a retelling in a way, in terms of Megumi of Toji, a situation. Because remember, Toji was possessed and he went on a rampage too. And then when Toji regained his consciousness, he wanted to die and killed himself. It's kind of similar. That's what I mean by retelling, is that's what this is for Megumi. But yeah, this doesn't surprise me. This does not surprise me that we have an Aki situation. I'm so... Oh, God. I am 2 for 2 with this, aren't I? I am. Because I said with Boku no Hero Academia, I said, and I'm spoiling it, you have to deal with it, that Deku, we were going to end Boku no Hero Academia with Deku being quirkless. And technically, he was quirkless. I was right. He was quirkless. And now, with Megumi, I said Megumi is going to either have a Zelda situation or an Aki situation. And it really, this is an Aki situation. I was fucking right about that too. I'm still not happy that Toji ain't here. But you know what? I'll take the W where I could get the W. I was right. I was right. And man, I was right today about the Confession 2.5D Seduction being a lot better than my Dress Up Darlings. Dude, I am taking W's today. I'm taking W's this week, man. Will I get recognized for it? Probably not, because YouTube's algorithm and Twitter's algorithm hates me. But I was fucking right. I was fucking right. I'm really gonna tell this. We got the Aki scenario. We got the... But you know what? I'm gonna say, here's where I like this more than... Obviously, I like this more than Chainsaw Man, how Aki's was handled, because I like how Itadori recognized it. That he recognized that there's nothing he can do. That he could, like, tell Megumi until the cows come home that he should live. But Megumi doesn't want to live. There's nothing for him here to live. He's in that helpless situation. Kind of like with his grandpa and cancer. As I mentioned earlier, chemo can only do so much, and his grandpa is a lot older to boot. But I do like that comparison to euthanasia as well, especially in this case with euthanasia. But let him make the choice. And in terms of euthanasia, I know it's a very heavy topic with euthanasia, but it's a great example here in Megumi's case. And here's my stance on this, especially here. If there is nothing else that can be done, like example, with cancer, and in Megumi's case too, with the amount of heartbreak that he's had, because, Itadori brought up the cancer. If there is nothing else that can be done, if the cancer is inoperable, if Megumi's soul is shattered to the point where it can't be brought back, be healed, just let them go, and just let them go so they don't have to be in pain anymore. That's what I understand. That's what I got from this. And I agree. Do I believe euthanasia is great? No. Euthanasia is okay it's a case by case basis. It is. And that's what Itadori said too. Euthanasia is a case by case basis, and he doesn't want to, as I said, he doesn't want to take that choice away from Megumi. He didn't want to take that choice away from his grandpa either. And he doesn't want either of them to suffer. He didn't want either of them to suffer. So he let Megumi make the choice that he wants to do, what he wants to do. And that's what happened here. And it's the same thing here. I don't think, it's got to be like an extreme situation for euthanasia, especially like this, to be okay. Not like what Canada's doing. What Canada's doing and what some other countries are doing, that's just insane. No, 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 no. It's got to be like an extreme situation for it to be necessary. But I really do like this. I'm very, very happy with how this is being done. I am. And you know what? I'm going to compare it to Aki for a second too, because I've been saying it is an Aki scenario. Aki, there was no way Aki was going to be able to return to his human form. There was no way. So Denji knew that the only thing he could do was kill him and set him free. It's the same thing here with Fushiguro. At this point, there was no way. Well, one, his soul was shattered anyway. But like, even if it wasn't shattered like this, there was no way that, you know. Well, Itadori probably could have set him free if if Megumi had the will to live like with Zeldaris. He probably could have set him free, but because he did not have that will to live, that's why. Aki, that's where I'm like, Aki is just a little bit different because of the gun fiend that we were dealing with. But yeah, I'm very pleased. The only thing, as I said, the only thing I am not happy with is I would have loved to see Toji and Sis come get him. Do I think we're still going to get that? I doubt it. I honestly doubt it, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think about this chapter. Were you guys on the same page as me that this was going to be like an Aki scenario? Or did you think that this was going to be, or were you guys on copium hoping this was going to be, still holding out this was going to be a Zeldaris scenario? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Jujutsu Kaisen content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.